Hi, my beautiful butterflies. It is June 10th, about 8 o'clock at night. I'm getting ready for bed. Today's been an interesting day. Um, for starters, I had my employment specialist meeting today at around 11, but I got up around 8, just because that's what I've been waking up around lately. Went there. During my meeting, we decided to go ahead and make calls to follow-up calls on places that I had applied for. The first place that I applied, or that we called, the person wasn't in, so I left a message for them to call me back. Second place that I called, I got to talk with the hiring manager, and I have an interview tomorrow morning. So I washed my hair today, which probably doesn't look like it because my hair is so dark, and it's so thin that it just looks like it's dry, but my hair is so dark and thin that it doesn't really, it looks like it's oily all the time. But I'm thinking here in a few weeks, probably next week even, if I get the money for it, I kind of want to take and go to the barber shop. I say barber because what I'm thinking is I want to take about from my eye line here, the corners of my eyes, take it back and shave the rest of it, or just kind of go up at an angle from my ear line up. I'm not really sure yet what I want to do, but part of the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm tired of this tiny little bit of hair right here from where I had the surgery. Not to mention, it's also getting to be summertime this coming week. Here in a few days, we're supposed to have temperatures in the low 90s, so that's going to be hot. I don't do well with heat, so I figure if I cut my hair, and I can barely get that one in there, so if I lower my hair volume, that one will fit in a little bit better. And I have smaller ones too, but see, like this growth, it's just a weird growth. So, and I kind of want to sport my wound a little bit. Anyways, the main reason why I got on here tonight is to kind of give you an update, like always with my Instacart. Today was interesting. I did go out and get gas, and I did Instacart. Now, here's the thing. I realized last night I have lost or misplaced my debit card. So I had to order a new one this morning. Luckily, I have a virtual card, so I was able to put it into my Google Wallet and do the tap to pay. Kind of a little scared to do that, I'll be honest, because I've never used the tap to pay except for with the physical card. But it worked just fine with the gas. I was able to literally for the first or second time maybe, since I've had the issue with filling up, to actually be able to do a regular fill up. Okay, you know where you kind of do the little clicky click, where you push the kickstand down and then it will automatically stop. It finally did it this time. So that's where I came in at the $34.65. I thought about going until $35, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna worry about it today. Because gas was after the discount $4.90. Before the discount, it was only a 4-cent discount is what I get, which isn't bad, but $4.90 compared to the over $5 in town, I'll take it. So I filled up my tank. I made $45.06 doing Instacart. I think I did 4 shops. I know one of them was a double, like I had 2 people to shop and deliver for. but I think I did 4. I think. I don't remember. I also earned, I'm going to say earned, 60, I got 62 cents back in cash back from using my card. That's just a special promo with my debit card, debit/credit card. So in total, I made $45.68 today. Not bad. Like I said, though, I did spend $34.65 in gas. I also spent $13.30 in food because I am out of food stamps. And earlier today, I was getting thirsty. Not the last shop, but the shop before last. I picked up, Fred Meyer's has a lot of buy two, get one free sales on drinks. And my soda, my Dr. Pepper, was one of those. Now, I did get the Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, which is all right, but I prefer the regular. I do not like the Diet Dr. Pepper, but I will drink the Dr. Pepper Zero, so that's fine with me. And then after I finished the last delivery, I was getting hungry, and it was about 3 o'clock. And I didn't pack a lunch. So I'd been snacking all morning already as it was on granola bars, fruit snacks, that type of stuff. So I figured, I stopped in at a convenience store that I haven't shopped at for a long time. So I didn't know what they had. And my options weren't great. They had a hot dog and several like cordon bleu bites, little chicken nuggets, like little tiny things. Unfortunately, I did pick up the hot dog. That was the thing that kind of called out to me the most, mainly because if I wanted chicken nuggets, I would have gone to McDonald's and got them. So, but it was like, with tax, it was $7.01. So, and then my sodas cost me $6.29. So there's where the $13.30 came in. So I did spend a little over $2 more than I made today. It is what it is. Also today, I got my pay from the weekend, which was $133 or something, 13 or something like that. I don't remember what it was now. And then I also got the $92 returned to me finally that the insurance company took out without telling me that they were going to take out. So now I can pay some bills, but I'm debating right now on if I should just wait until my new card comes in or go ahead and use my virtual card. I also do have my old debit card so the card that I lost, I bank through Chime. And they have a debit card, and they also have a credit card that's like an upgraded debit card. And that credit card is what I lost. Even though it's not credit per se, it's a debit card that you can use it as a credit card, just like your regular thing, but it's a little bit more, you get more benefits out of it. And it does report like a credit card. So you can build your credit with it, which mine has gone up 15 to 20 points in the last month just from using that credit card. So I'm happy about that. And that's kind of why I'm just debating on just waiting on it, because I need to pay my Penn Foster, which is my schooling. And then on the 18th, my phone will come out, and then on the 15th is when my internet is due. And so my internet, I'll probably pay first so that I don't get a late fee for it, because I'm trying not to get no more late fees, because those eat up your money. So that's why it's important to pay on time, because if I don't pay on time, I pay an extra $9.90 or $9.95 a month, or well, each time that it's late. So, and that's just for my internet. My phone, I'm not sure what it is, to be honest, without me looking. So that's why it's important. Next topic, groceries. So my fridge and freezer are still pretty much full. I'm working through it all a little bit. Tonight I did make some, not tater tots, not french fries, fish sticks. So, and the fish sticks I got from the food bank a while back. They've just been in there. So I'm getting those worked through. I should have divvied them up a little bit differently. So there's supposed to be 6 servings in there, which is 3 fish sticks a piece. I took out 8, 10 tonight. I could have just done 9. And then I think I would have had like 2 nights worth, which I still do. And then yesterday or the day before yesterday, I don't remember what it is. I think it was the day before yesterday. I took out 4 chicken breasts from my freezer, and I tried to thaw them out, but they didn't thaw out. But I threw them into the crock pot frozen and just let them cook on high for about 4 hours. I did not season them. I wanted them plain so that I can choose to season them later in whatever I choose to make. And I was able to take 2 of the chicken breasts, divide them in half, and put 1 chicken breast halved into a quart bag. And so 2 quart bags are I basically have, if I only eat half of the chicken breast, that's 4 meals. So I still have 3. And then I have 2 quart bags that are roughly 1 chicken breast shredded. So one of those I'm going to use in my chicken noodle soup, probably one of the shredded ones, but I now have, I think I put both the shredded. No, I didn't. I have 1 shredded and the other full breast that's cut in half in the freezer. So in the fridge, I have the other half of 1 breast that's whole and 1 bag of shredded in the fridge. So I'm going to need to do something with those in the next couple of days. I do want to make my chicken noodle soup, so that will probably be what I make tomorrow night, to be honest. And that way I can use that up. And when I had chicken breast last night, and so I had half of one of the chicken breasts, and I had these packages of turkey gravy. And so I made one of those packages of turkey gravy. I have some instant mashed potatoes, and I had some leftover green beans in my fridge. So that is what I had last night. Now the mashed potatoes, those weren't leftovers. I made 1 batch, 1 serving for me, so that I could have mashed potatoes with my chicken. So that is what I made last night. I will probably make something similar to that in the next couple of days. I might even use some of the flakes to thicken my chicken noodle soup. That's a little trick I have learned from watching the Frugal Fit Mom, is that she likes to add chicken flakes to thicken up, or not chicken, mashed potato flakes, instant potato flakes to thicken her soups. So I'm thinking about trying that, because I like to just use crackers anyways. I like to crunch them up. So instead of going out and buying saltines, which I have plenty of saltines at the house right now, I think I might try and take some instant potatoes and try and thicken it up just a little bit. The shopping for this week, since I don't get my food stamps in until Saturday, I think I'm going to forego most of the 4 times points. Although I think based on what I was reading, I should still get them. So we'll see. But I'm going to try and make a pickup order that's at least $50. I think. No, I think I'll wait on that. Because I ended up getting, with my Instacart, sometimes when I am shopping, the printers will print out a coupon. And most of the time, I give them to the customer that it printed out for. On this occasion, it printed out 2 of the same coupons. So I did give the customer one of the coupons, and then I took the other one, and it was like $1.50 off of 3 Haagen-Dazs 3-count or more, like fudgesicles type things. You know, they're ice cream bars. So, and this week, Fred Meyer's has a deal where they're like $2.99 a piece. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead probably on Friday, pick up 3 of those Haagen-Dazs, use that coupon on Friday, and I've got to go and get some of my meds anyways. Like this here, I've got just a few more days left on it, not very many days. So I have a prescription ready to pick up at Fred Meyer's for it. So I'm going to pick that up, and probably the ice cream. And then Saturday I will make probably about a $50 order, maybe. We'll see. Because I've got to do some more inventory in my kitchen and pantry and whatnot, and try and figure out a meal plan. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that's kind of the plan. I didn't go to the food bank this week either. It makes it hard because lately I've been doing I have my employment specialist meeting at 11 on Wednesdays, and those go typically until 11:45 now, and 11:45 is when the food bank closes on Wednesdays, well, on Tuesday and Wednesdays. And then Tuesdays, I've been having my therapist, my mental therapist, behavioral therapist, whatever you want to call her, meetings on Tuesdays at like 10 o'clock. So, and those always take an hour. So once those are done, I usually don't have a whole lot of time to get to town and go do the food bank thing. And of course, this week I just didn't have the gas. Like, I literally, when I went to go get gas today, I was down to a quarter of a tank. That's the lowest I have been in a long time. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And today was not one of the best days for me. My head was bugging me today. I've been having more headaches, been a little bit more dizzy. So that's kind of been put me out for not working. Like yesterday, I didn't work yesterday because of it. That's why can't talk. That's also part of the reason why I'm kind of hesitant on going back to work, but especially doing something like, because I'm going to be, I have an interview for Safeway. It's a night crew stalker and a courtesy clerk. So I'm kind of hoping I get more of the night stalker, I think, so that I'm not standing up all the time. I might have to get up and down, but that's okay. That's good for my body. The standing the whole time is not the best. So we'll see how things go. But wish me luck, guys. That's everything. I am going to finish watching my episode of Game of Thrones which should be done within the next 5 to 10 minutes. And then I am going to bed. I'm like falling asleep here. All right, my beautiful butterflies. Bye-bye.